Tobit 13:3.
It's an apocrypha.
Confess him before the Gentiles. You said the Gentiles, right? Ye children of Israel, for he hath scattered us among them.
See? So Israelites are not just in one place, they're scattered all over planet Earth. So that's why Yahweh, or the one you call Jesus, all right, he sent everybody out into different lands.
After he came back. You know, that's when after he reincarnated, then he sent the apostles out to the Gentiles.
So when you go,
but we just read that they were scattered. There's Israelites scattered among the Gentiles, and those are the Gentiles that are going to come up back to their true nationality. They think, because in that time they were calling themselves Greeks, Romans, Egyptians, all because they were scattered among those countries. But what the Lord said, He's going to gather them back unto them. That's the lost sheep, as we read in Matthew 15:24. He said He's not sent unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel, because they're lost. They don't know who they are. According to biblical prophecy, Jeremiah, it said that we would lose our nationality. All right, so now that we're coming back, that's Him gathering His sheep, His lost sheep. But it's only those sheep are talking about the scattered Israelites, all right, the Israelites.
I got a perfect precept to back that. This is Isaiah 54:3. It says, "For thou shalt break forth on the right hand and on the left, and thy seed," meaning the seed Israel. It says, "And thy seed shall inherit the Gentiles." Okay.
And why did our people inherit the Gentiles? Our people started dressing like the heathens, like especially during the time of the Greeks. Our people started speaking the Greek language. They went away from the Hebrew. They started shaving their face, shaving the beard off, which was against the Lord's laws. They started, just like today, you have a lot of our people, the Israelites, that follow after the customs of Americans. And that's how the Israelites became Gentiles, because they took on the Gentile state of mind. You know, now that's where I was trying to get at, is that there's two different meanings there for that word Gentile in the scriptures, and you have to know which one is used in the context of certain scriptures, because in certain parts the scriptures would be talking about the Gentiles, meaning the other nations, the heathens, which where you were saying, and that's right. But now you got to understand that the scriptures first and foremost wasn't written in just English. It was written in the Hebrew in the Old Testament, in the Greek, in the Latin, and in the Hebrew for the Old Testament, New Testament. It's a lot. But so now you got to know which words are placed where, and that's when you got to go into the word.
Let me ask you this question, man. Robe over there, green robe. You said a minute ago, Jesus incarnate, as if He's already come back a second time. Let me ask you that.
The resurrection, I mean.
Do you believe He's still coming back?
Oh yeah,
Of course. He's coming back.
Yeah.
And He will not meet thee as a man.
Yeah.
So these things are coming. Oh yeah.
Let me. This proves that it has dual meaning.
Oh.
It says this is the definition of Gentile in the Isaiah 54 in the Old Testament. It's Gawayim, and it means nation, people, usually of non-Hebrew people. So it says usually. So that means there's a time when it's speaking about Israelites. You see, but you have to know. You have to have the full understanding of scriptures, right? To know when to apply. When we talking about salvation and being delivered.
You're right.
The Gentiles that is speaking of, right? The Gentiles that is speaking about are the Israelites.
Thank you guys.
Yes.
I'm not trying to jump out of this.
No, you're good.
My wife is. I'm gonna leave her hanging, but I want to leave with this. I don't want to talk about more than I don't know about, stuff like that.
Fair enough. That's wise.
But I appreciate you guys speaking what you believe. But I believe Jesus is coming back. It's not just for Israel.
Hey, well, Romans 3:3 says, "For what is some did not believe? So they make the faith of the Most High without effect." God forbid.
But you said He's coming back, but what's He coming back to do?
Just coming back to judge the world, man.
And how's He going to judge the world?
I believe it's gonna be by fire. I mean,
Yeah,
according to the Bible.
That's what we have to
By
tell
fire.
people.
Yeah.
That's the prophecy.
Them nuclear missiles and his spaceships.
Right.
People call it UFOs.
Well, I don't know if it'll be that way.
Well, it will be. That's what the Bible says.
We don't want to give it too much, but what I'll say to you is, when you go to your wife, is pray that you're an Israelite. You know, you may not look like one of these people, but there's a chance that you might be an Israelite. I don't know. Okay, that's something between you and the Heavenly Father to say. You know, pray to the Lord and say, hopefully I'm part of your seed, one of your children. I don't know however you pray, but do what you got to do, because otherwise,
That's what we were going into about our people being scattered amongst the Gentiles. You're not just going to have the Israelites looking like these exact nations. You're going to have Irish people that say, "Oh, I'm Irish," you know, they're ginger and everything, that they go back to the line of Judah, which is the so-called Negroes. Because our people, during the history, people don't know much about history outside of the Bible, but our people ruled the majority of Europe at one point in time. It was
Dark
called
Ages.
the Dark Ages. Oh, we have no information from that time, but dark-skinned men rule that. They're better known as the Byzantine Empire or the Moors.
Right.
You know, so it could have been you'd be Scottish now, but your lineage through your father goes back to a dark-skinned man, which could have been one of the tribes of Israel. So it doesn't matter what you look like. You could look whiter than you. You could look as darker than
Chinese.
anybody, darker than this brother. You can be. You can
Matters
look.
what you look like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not. But that's when that sense of Gentile. That's why the Lord was talking about the Gentiles, because our people were spread out amongst these other nations. They took on their wives, wives of other nations. So with all that mixing, our people stopped looking exactly how they used to. So they started getting lighter skin, you know, and some people they became tares, you know, or women getting raped, and that woman getting pregnant, you know. So, because like I was saying, you can have a brother that looks black like this, but his father goes back to the Edomites.
Get that James 1-1 real quick.
I'll just say
Before
one
you
last
leave.
thing before I go, guys. One thing I do know is that I don't know a lot. That's one thing I do know.
That's fair.
And I don't know a lot, but the one thing I have hope in is I wouldn't have any hope if it wasn't for Jesus and what he did.
Well, if you have
That's the
faith
only
like
thing I
that,
have
that's
hope.
good. Yeah, just keep the
And
faith,
so,
man.
look, guys, whatever our differences is,
One
I
more
just wanna say I
scripture.
love
One more
you. Can I say
scripture.
that?
One more
Yeah.
scripture. It's short. This is James 1:1. Book of James 1:1. James, a servant of God
One of the 12 disciples, James.
and of the Lord Jesus Christ, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. Okay, so again, 12 tribes scattered abroad. This is the New Testament. So they're only going to the 12 tribes of Israel. They're not going to speak to Chinese people. Not going to speak to
Moabites.
just saying,
Other
so he
nations.
understands.
Right.
You know, we're not going to speak to
Caucasians,
Filipinos,
right.
Caucasians, because Caucasians were ruling at the time. All right, and our people were under them in Rome and Greece and all those
We're
places.
still under.
It's
Right,
the same
still
thing.
under it,
It was black people in togas. That's the people that were preaching to. The black guys that shaved their face off and was wearing togas, going to toga parties. It's the same thing. Okay, they were going to them and preaching. So again, you know, pray that you're an Israelite. That's all we can
that's-
say,
yeah,
bro.
that's what I was gonna
You know, and if you are, then do what the Lord asked you to do.
I'm just gonna put my hope in Jesus. Period.
All right, man.
I love you guys. I appreciate you. All
All right, now.
My name's Chase.
All right, Chase.
All right, Chase.
Love
Be
you
easy
guys.
now.
Thanks.
America's gonna be destroyed.
Yeah.
See, there you go. See, you know, ain't nothing we can do about it. But that's how you deal with people. You know, we're gonna go out there and cuss the man out because he looks like whatever.
Right. What if
You know?
you're Israelite?
Yeah.
You know, now we got to deal with the judgment. You know?
Yeah, it's fucked up, bro. So I mean, we're taking it easy, okay? Into the spirit, he's an Edomite,
Right.
You know, we knew that, but you know, we don't know, okay?
Right.
The Lord could throw a curveball at us,
Exactly.
all right? So we remain spiritual.
Like you said, prophesying part.
We don't know. We don't know. But what we do know is right. So everything we know is right. So it is 100% true. So if you try to say, oh, you still got nigga, we do have 100% true. Everything that we know is right. Everything that we know is right. Okay? But what we don't know, we're not gonna speak about it. Okay? Simple as that. Akim got something? Go ahead.
Well, I had this in Revelation.
Yeah, go back to what we was going into before. It disappeared.
What were we going into?
Going to
When he was here.
yeah, because we read Habakkuk, but I could get that scripture that you called for in Isaiah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, let me get that real quick. Yeah, man. It's a beautiful time that we're in, bros.
And then see, this is another one of those comfort scriptures for the prophets. You know what I'm saying? Because we actually love our people, man. That's the irony. You know, we may come off brash and harsh, but that's how you get through the Jake. You know, you can't tell them, look, you know, it's hey, fires come. Nah, man.
Yeah,
Jake don't react to that. You know, gotta tell them, look, if you don't get your shit together, you're gonna die.
Your family's gonna die.
Right. Your children first. You know.
Yeah, get them like that.
Right. Exactly. You know, and that's what the scriptures say. Through the terror of the Lord, we persuade men.
Persuade men.
You know.
God, that's a beautiful scripture. Yeah, you said someone to get that one.
Terror of the Lord, we persuade men.
It's in, bring that out first, matter of fact, because, bro, that's the whole reason why we're really out here, because we understand what the Lord is capable of doing, and we know what He has planned to do to 2/3 of our people. So through that, we're gonna come out here and we're gonna do what we do to get the blood off our hands, bro. You know. We seen what the Lord is capable of doing. All right, we seen that brother be putting up shit on from the goddamn what's the name of that website? Gore, Best Gore. Oh my gosh, people die in some terrible ways, bro. You think that's the devil doing that shit? No, that's the Most High.
This is life and death is of the Lord.
Come on, man. Whatever you got it, bro.
What do you want to get?
Just wait, man.
Oh, to the feet of the Lord.
Yeah, man.
I got that one.
You got okay, Kyle.
It's 1 Corinthians chapter 5.
11?
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Let me see if it's 2 Corinthians.
Perhaps.
2 Corinthians, yeah. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 11, and it reads, knowing therefore the terror of Yahweh, we persuade men, but we are made manifest unto the Most High, and I trust also are made manifest in your consciences.
That's right. So we do this. We persuade men out of the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because we know what Yahweh Shem Yahushai is capable of doing. Yahweh Shem Yahushai is the same entity that's destroyed whole nations, whole armies in the snap of a finger, in the blink of an eye. Okay? Make fire rain down from heaven. Okay? So this is why we're out here, because we understand if we don't do this, we have a judgment coming for us. And you don't want to feel that wrath. The Lord is coming back, and He's coming back wrathful. You don't want to be on the left hand of that. Okay?
It's a fearful thing to fall in the hands of the Most High.
Fearful thing.
Bring this. This is Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 29. It says, see now that I, even I am He, and there is no power with me.
But let's stop right there. There's many gods, but there ain't no power on the level of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay? There is no power, no God with Yahweh. Okay? First and foremost, getting that straight. Go ahead.
Right. It says, I kill and I make alive.
Who does? Yahweh Shem Yahushai kills and makes alive. He's the one that got your head chopped off by the propeller of an airplane because you was too close to it. And He's the same one that put the seed in you, so you can give birth to twins. Okay? Or you was on a hospital bed and the Lord put the spirit back in you. It's the same entity that does both sides. Go ahead.
Right. And it says, I wound and I heal.
Go ahead.
Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
There ain't no one that can deliver out of the Yahweh Shem Yahushai's hands. So if He sanctions you to be put to death, then guess what? Ain't nobody, no army out here can save your life. If He sanctioned you that you was gonna live through whatever you went through, then you're gonna live. Nobody can put you to death. You could get shot 15 times, all right? But the Lord's gonna keep you alive because of whatever reason. His reason, okay? That's the Lord's doing. That's the power that we deal with. That's the power that we worship.
And really, and the reason why is because what? The wages of sin is death. You know?
Yep. The wages of sin is death. So we coming out of sin to the best of our ability, living in a wicked ass place like this. We're doing a pretty darn good job of getting the sinful man off of us. Okay. We're trying as hard as we can. Okay, we're trying as hard as we can to get the sinful man off of us and to follow in the footsteps of righteousness. Because otherwise, death is coming for us. What you got, Maya?
This is Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 30. For we know Him that hath said, vengeance belongeth unto me. I will recompense, saith the Lord. And again the Lord shall judge His people.
Yeah.
Verse 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power.
And it says He'll judge His people. And it's like it says, I believe in Peter's, was it second, maybe it was first, I forget which Peter was, but it says that it's going to start the judgment starts in the house, basically in the house of the Lord. Okay, so it says it's a fearful thing. What is that? A fearful thing to fall into the hands of living power?
Yep.
Come on, you don't want that, man. We're seeing some ways of death, man, and the Lord has a myriad of ways you can put you to death. Okay, and every one of them is horrifying. Okay,
Just like you said, just go watch bestscore.com.
I mean, I don't recommend you do that, but if you got a stomach, just get an idea of what the fear of the Lord is.
Right.
Just skim through the website and then you'll see what we're talking about. The Lord doesn't play, okay? And again, the preacher that the brother brought out in Deuteronomy, okay? He kills, he makes alive. He wounds it, he heals. Matter of fact, let me get that in 1 Samuel 2. And there's another one in Isaiah. I just forget where it's at. Forget, it might be. It might be. It might be. Let me get this one. 1 Samuel chapter 2. Any second now. Verse 7. Ruth. Slakia. 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 6. The Lord Yahweh killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and he bringeth up. The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and he lifteth up. Going back into 6, he says the Lord killeth and maketh alive. So the Lord does these things. Okay? The Lord is the one that kills. He's the one that sanctions your death. That's why we don't play. If you want to get hit by a Kia Soul, you get ran over, and they get hit over by a Ford Explorer after that, and your head explodes. Just like we see, oh man, I seen one of them things, man, where so they just got off the bus. Oh, you saw it, man. You know what, man? The brother put that in that video one time. That got flagged 100 times. Man, he got off the bus, and then she tripped and fell, and her head fell underneath the wheels of a bus, and the bus driver drove over her head, and her head exploded like a watermelon. Dog, I couldn't even watch that. I watched it one time, and my heart sunk, bro, because her daughter was right there next to her. Her daughter lost it. I can't imagine my mom falling under the wheels of a bus, bro.
She grabbed her head instantly.
Yeah, she just ran. She couldn't look at it no more.
Right.
I would have done the same shit. I can't imagine my mother getting put to death in such a gruesome manner. But that's the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. If he sees it fit, he's going to make it happen. Go ahead. Boom.
This is Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. It says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
Read it one more time.
This is Isaiah 45 and 7. It says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil.
Oh my God.
I, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, do all these things.
Yes, the power that we worship is a terrible power. Evil. Okay? Yes, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is evil.
Yep.
We're telling you this because we love you and we want you to get right. Because if you're not right, the Lord is not going to show you no love. He's going to give you evil.
Meaning bad times.
Say it again.
Bad times. Because nigga, like, oh, they call me Lord. You don't know what the word means.
You don't know what it means, bro.
He's the creator of bad times, man.
Eve meaning times, right? And ill meaning bad. Evil. The Lord is evil. He has that in him. The one you call God is evil. Yeah, we telling you that.
Well, his said the script, Exodus 15:3 says the Lord is a man of war.
Right.
In the time of war, it's evil because it's bad times, man. It's slaughter, people getting slaughtered, dying bleeding out in the field. You know, dying of disease. They might say they got to amputate their legs, and now they got to die from the disease they're gonna catch.
Yeah, some got gangrene or some shit.
That's the evil times, and the Lord is a man of war. So the Lord loves that, man.
Yeah,
he loves
man.
to see bloodshed.
And in Ecclesiastes, you have some?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
This is Psalms chapter 68, verse 20.
Get it?
He that is our power is the power of salvation, and unto the Most High, the Lord, belong the issues from death.
Yeah, exactly. So the issues of death belong to Yahweh, and Yahweh is the name of the one you call God. Okay, the issues of death belong to Him. So He's the one that's gonna. Yes, these 10 people are gonna die tonight. All right, they're gonna die in by smoke inhalation. I see it fit. Make it so. Yeah, that's a terrible way to die.
Yeah, the angels probably come up to the Lord. Lord, let me put him down like this. Horrible accident. All right, yeah, you can go ahead and do that. That sounds
See
good.
it so. See it so.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. This is Ecclesiastes, because now we're talking about times and stuff. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up.
3 minutes.
Okay, so there is going to be a time to kill. And right now, Yahweh is using Esau to kill. Okay, who is he killing? He's killing everybody. He's killing his own people. He's killing the Ishmaelites, and of course, he's killing the Israelites. All right, he's killing Edomites doing this. Okay,
And that's the reason why Esau have to put that bad spin on the narrative. Because if the average person just sit down and listen to what we're saying, we're telling you the Lord is doing all these things, and we're bringing out the precepts to validate it, man. You know?
Yeah, every time we bring out a precept, we ain't just coming out of our own ass, bro. This is written. This was written thousands of years ago.
And like that dude that was up here, all he know, like he admitted it. He said he don't know nothing because all he knows is what the people have told him.
Right.
He would just all he can do is regurgitate what he's been told, but he can't go into the scriptures. He didn't give us not one scripture the whole time he was standing there. But he was talking about, well, Jesus this and Jesus that, but it's not according to the word, man. So.
Because while we living in Esau's kingdom, and he controls the narrative, and the narrative he wants to push when he absolutely knows the truth. Because these precepts, these precepts in the Bible, who pretty much Esau put them together. Got other Bibles that are not necessarily the 1611. That they got a bunch of precepts in it that Edomites actually stenciled in.
Edomites did that,
right?
Yeah.
So they know.
It wasn't apostles that did this. Yeah.
Exactly.
It was Edomites that did that, and they did it for our sake, so we can make our lives easier.
Exactly.
Okay. Reading on. It says a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. So yes, we are not in the time of laughing and dancing right now. This is a time of getting ready for a spiritual war and soon to be a physical war. Okay? Because Esau is fighting against all these nations, and that fight is going to be brought upon American soils.
Right.
And that's what we're trying to warn you about. Because when that happens, you're going to need the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to keep you stable in those times of trouble. You ain't gonna. A gun isn't gonna help you, bro. They got guns too, dog. You forgot they have guns too? The army? All right, they have guns too.
Right.
Your gun is not as big as their gun.
Right. And when the AK-47 start coming on the scene, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, at least in Jake neighborhoods, the late 80s, mid 80s.
That gun is.
They're in the Black Panthers and shit.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That shit prehistoric compared to what they have now, man.
Yeah, it's a prehistoric gun. Okay, and you got it. Oh, you big man on the block because you got the AK, bro.
They got
Guess
rifles
what?
that can shoot 200 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they got tracer rounds where they see you can see the bullets.
Where it hitting it.
Yeah. All right, you got guns that can shoot around corners.
Yeah.
They got rocket propelled grenades. Forgot about
They
that.
got microwave guns.
Right.
Yeah, microwave guns.
Yeah, so that's it.
Make your heart melt.
Yeah, fry your ass.
Real gun.
Railgun, yeah, that shit'll fire in less speed of light.
That dude weapon up in the satellites.
Yeah, the direct energy weapon. Yeah, Esau has that. Jake don't have that. Okay, this is the time to kill.
Jake only got probably 20 bullets anyway.
Right, exactly.
Pow,
You only got 2 arms.
Yeah, you got a couple banana clips. You think you're doing something, bro? But once you take out a couple of hordes, yeah. What about the third wave?
Yeah.
You're fucked.
Right.
You know.
I got the AK with the titties. You know?
The barrel, yeah. Bro, you're gonna run out of animals. Stop it, dog.
And you don't know how to shoot.
Yeah, you can't even shoot.
You join the HOI for that. They train you up.
They train you, yeah. You go to Vegas, they didn't train with them motherfuckers, bro. Yeah, man, and AK is a terrible gun for aiming.
Yeah, accuracy.
That's a spraying gun, okay? That's not a damn aiming accurate gun. But beyond that,
Right.
I'm gonna skip down to verse 8. A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. And it just seems that we're in a time of all the negative shit. There ain't no time of love and peace right now. It's just not. We're not in a time of dancing and laughing. We're not in those times, bro. Like, yeah, we laugh and we joke when we amongst each other, but for the most part, we're in a time of mourning
We're
and
occupied
weeping.
in prophecy.
Occupied in prophecy.
Right.
Work. All right.
Balance.
Con. Because really, the time that the rulers of this earth are in right now, they're in a time of war. They're waging war on different nations across the earth. All right, and which is going to ultimately lead to a nuclear war. And nuclear war, Jay can't do nothing against that except pray to Yahweh Shem Yahshai to get him out of it.
Hope you don't get drafted.
Yeah, shit, dog. But that's the times that we're in right now, bros. We're in a time of war, and what does it say? A time of war, and also it says a time of hate. We're a time of hate. Okay? Yeah, we love our brethren. You know, we got all types of love for our brethren. We got love for Yahweh Shem Yahshai, but we generally have love for our people too. We got love for Jake, but Jake, hey, they're not gonna show love to this because they're gonna look at this as hate.
Hey, that's why
Right.
we know we're living in the last days, man. Because Yahweh Shai said in Matthew chapter 24 that you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, that the love of many shall wax cold. You know? So yeah, here it is. We're living in that time of war right now. Right now is not the time for peace, man.
Beginning of sorrows.
First and foremost, Yahweh Shai gave us the signs to know when the last days would come before he would return. And we know that we have these rumors of wars going on, man. They're saying no time to be talking about peace, man. And the scriptures say, when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh, man. And that's what's getting ready to come to the world, man. All right? Because people want to live in la la land like we're not living in a time of war. All right, like the brother's going into, man. And like we were saying, y'all brother said earlier, you know, you got all these selfish ass people. These motherfuckers ain't gonna care about nobody, especially in that day. You think that you people don't care about nothing right now? Wait till all hell breaks loose and your ass is looking out for yourself, man. You ain't gonna care about your kids or your wife and shit. Any noise they make, you're either dipping out that night or you're gonna shoot them and kill them, man.
Right.
Yeah, leave the baby stranded somewhere.
Yep, you're gonna run into that a lot. 5 babies.
Because you know why? Because they're dealing with the master of deception, which is the Most High, and he uses his minion, the so-called white man, to hey, everything is beautiful and flourishing.
Yep.
And then in one instance, Most High gonna pull the rug from under you. Man.
You're gonna lose your damn mind.
Right? Because look, it take what about? It says 3 days for a grocery store. To, but imagine
3 days.
when all hell breaks loose, it's gonna take like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Jake running at it,
No
food,
cops.
Yeah.
Right. They're gonna go up and at this eat the first couple hours. Yeah.
And that's beautiful. The Most High set it up like, cause hey, Jake is settled on their leads right now. You got niggas in the projects that's proud. You know what I'm saying? Niggas that don't have nothing are proud. They just got a pair of J's and a nice and a little Chevrolet or something, and they proud,
box
bro.
Chevy.
Right? Yeah, a box Chevy.
30s.
Yeah, in a boombox.
Right.
Yeah, that's
You
it.
know?
Yeah, when them days come, man, you get is every man for himself in that day, bro. That's what we trying to tell you. Get your ass right. Let me get this in Second Esdras chapter 15, verse 19. It says, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation."
So hey, we already can see that coming with these food stamps getting shut off, man. That's why we say that the food stamps are gonna get cut off real soon, man. Lord willing. All right, and even if they don't, we're still gonna hasten and wish that they do, and pray to the Most High that they do, because when that happens, man, a lot of you motherfuckers are gonna start breaking into your neighbor's house, especially you niggas, because your nigga woman of a baby mama's been bitching at you. Babies all up in the house, all 10 of them crying.
Yep.
All right,
When they start to riot, they're gonna start to loot too.
Yeah. Hey, last week we seen 2 women, and there was like 13 kids in between the two. Man. That shit was ridiculous.
13 kids.
Judah. You know?
Now it was three women and 13 kids.
These are absurd numbers, man.
Look like
Hey,
they
man,
was a
when
school bus.
it comes in that day, man, what are you gonna do to feed those starving ass kids, man? They're already running around the street like they losing their goddamn minds.
They're gonna
Imagine
ask
they ain't got no
everybody.
food,
They're gonna knock on everybody's door and ask them for food. That's
Shit.
what's gonna end up happening.
They're gonna call Tyrone over.
Tyrone phones ain't gonna
what the
fucking
fuck?
work.
Y'all niggas need to help me out. Like, what the fuck?
Ain't no phone's gonna be working in that day. Okay.
Yeah, they ain't gonna have no money for it if they are. You know, they're gonna be broke.
Money's gonna be worthless. Okay. You're gonna have to trade. All right. You're gonna need. Oh, you want? Yeah. You want this? You want some food? Well, you gotta give me some water. Oh, you want this? Well, you gotta give me that. How much? Yo, what's up with the daughter? You gotta let her stay with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
How bad you wanna eat?
Yeah. Let your daughter stay with me. I'll take care of her. Okay. Trust me. I'll take care of her. That's what they're gonna say. Okay. Matter of fact, you got some? No. All right, let me find. That is
Exactly.
Isaiah.
That's how it's gonna be, man. When the Lord brings all this famine out here, right? There ain't no money. The money ain't working unless you got the chip. And then everybody on the grid, you know, they getting taxed the hell out of it because they took the chip, but they still gonna be getting taxed. And everybody that don't take it, they just gonna starve to death. That's why the scriptures say that they're gonna be more that perish by famine than by the sword. Right? So people, a lot of you Americans, you're just gonna starve to death. All right? When the going gets tough and it's 18-wheelers stop transferring coast to coast and the grocery stores go empty, You people are gonna start to boil your kids, eat them, just like in ancient days. All right. You got like that. The women we saw with them 13 kids, most of them kids are gonna be left out there, man. You know. They ain't gonna be wanting to deal with 13 kids, man. All of them crying and shit because they ain't ate. Them nigga women are gonna kill them kids, man.
That's gonna be a burden, man. That's gonna be a sad day for a lot of you Jakes out there. Go ahead, Ak.
Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 31, verse 1. It says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots, because they are many."
Yeah, Jake, you're gonna trust it. You're gonna trust in the Esau system when the Esau system is done collapse, dumbass. You still believe that everything's gonna be all right. Everything that's collapsed in front of you, and you still, oh well, you know, the light should be on in a couple of days. You know, we'll be all right.
That's how they're gonna deceive most of the people to go ahead and take that chip.
So, that's easy,
That's
man.
how they're gonna deceive them.
Just like they deceived the Native Americans in that day. They're easy. That's an easy takeover, bro. Because you're so gullible and stupid, dense. Go ahead.
Okay. It says, and in horses, and horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel.
Yeah, you trust in your own car before you trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You're trusting your vehicle, or your whip, chariots, okay, your horses, all right, before you trust in the Holy One of Israel. All right, that's pretty sad, bro. Like, you guys really have lost your way, and you know it's really a miracle that we're out here doing this. Okay, because when that time of trouble actually comes, again, you're gonna lose your mind out there. You're gonna be the first ones out there, Jake. You're gonna, you know, there's gonna be Jakes out there that's gonna actually have a sense to I'm gonna go into Esau's neighborhood and I'm gonna jack their shit. And then you're still gonna have Jake jacking their own shit.
Right.
All right, there's gonna be a madhouse out here.
Oh, he's gonna be stealing TVs.
Yep.
Right. What are you stealing the TV? There's no power, bro.
And what you're gonna do is no power. It's like the same thing y'all did with Hurricane Katrina. Y'all stole all them TVs and you dragging it through the water. I'm done with y'all, Jake, man.
Everybody
I'm done with y'all
running
too,
around
bro.
Easter from Friday. Running around with TVs.
Probably TVs in the midst of a flood. You a silly goose, bro. Go ahead.
And it says, sure. It says, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. You know, and that's a commandment for you to seek the Lord. You know, this is your Creator, which proves the majority of our people are atheists, man. You don't believe in God. You don't believe in God.
There's a little shimmer in them that does, but it's not ignited.
zeal.
Yeah,
Zeal.
the zeal is the
Yeah.
kind.
But not according to knowledge. Because if you believed in Him, you would seek out His ways. And that goes without saying, man. That's like saying, like you say, that's why it's a miracle, man. You know, that we out here, man. You know, teaching His word. Because we look at the state of our people, finished, man. Finished. You got heathen, you know, through the Spirit that come up and say, yeah, America's finished, man. This place going down.
Try to ask JJ that, man. It's like, oh, y'all on that conspiracy shit? Right. Fuck y'all niggas, man. Cuss us out. Like, damn, bro, we're just reading the Bible. We're just trying. Never mind. Right. You know, it's that you can't talk to Jake. That's why it's just best to, not even try to just come out.